All right, so picture this. Bright California sunshine spilling over rows and rows of vines, stretching out like a green carpet under a big blue sky. Welcome to the heart of American winemaking. I mean, let's be real. If you've ever uncorked a bottle of wine in the US, there's a 9 out of 10 chance those grapes started their journey right here. And it's not just one kind of scenery either. California's got these wild, misty hills, golden valleys, and even near desert spots with perfect sunshine. That's why you'll hear names like Napa, Sonoma, and Paso Robles whispered like legends among wine lovers. But let's take it from the very beginning, right? Every bottle starts with the land itself. So imagine a bunch of folks standing in a field, analyzing the dirt, checking out how the sunlight moves, and mapping out where the water comes from. No joke, picking a vineyard site here is kind of like trying to find the perfect spot for your tent at a festival, but way more sciencey. The San Joaquin Valley, for example, gets dreamy winters and endless sun, which, if you're a grapevine, is basically the spa package. Out come the posts, the wires, and these sophisticated drip irrigation systems. Think grapevine life support, installed with laser precision. And did you know there's nearly 100,000 acres of vineyards here? That's like 1,000,000 rows if you line them up. Each acre, about 900 vines living their best life. Now, planting is a vibe. It's kind of like matchmaking, choosing the right rootstocks for the soil, the juiciest grape types like Chardonnay or Zinfandel, and giving them the best shot at thriving. Cool thing is, most vines take years before they even start producing. 3 years before that first test batch. It's a waiting game. You gotta love a farmer's patience. And while you're waiting, there's the fine art of pruning. Every winter, crews are out, nipping and tucking the vines so they don't get too wild. Too much snip snip, not enough grapes. Too little? Suddenly it's a vine jungle and the grapes are fighting for the sun. Spring is this explosion of hope, with little green shoots busting out, like windows opening after a long sleep. Suddenly, there's this leafy canopy overhead, doing the magic of turning sunshine and water into sugar to feed baby grapes. Come May, it's basically the grape equivalent of prom. Everything's blooming, tiny flowers everywhere. If the flowers get pollinated, boom, you get grape clusters, growing fatter and juicier as the months roll by. During this time, the vineyard crew is hustling, managing every drop of water, trimming leaves, thinning the bunches when things get a little too crowded. It's about making sure every grape gets its moment in the sun. A key moment is veraison. That's when the green grapes start blushing purple or gold, like they're getting ready for a party. And honestly, this is where you start to see what flavors you might get in your next glass. Then comes the big moment, harvest season, usually August through October. You can feel the energy even if you're just watching. Everyone's up before sunrise, snipping grape clusters into baskets. For the fancy wines, it's 100% hand-picked, all about quality over quantity. For the big guys, there's these crazy machines that race down the rows, shaking the vines and catching grapes mid-air. Think Grapes, the action movie. Either way, every grape is racing against the clock to get to the winery. And this is where the real alchemy happens. Grapes arrive, they're sorted, destemmed, and gently crushed. Little grape balloons popping, ready to become wine. If it's a red wine, the juice chills out with its skins, so it can soak up color and flavor. For whites, it's straight to the press. Technology is huge here. You've got stainless steel tanks, hello temperature control, and classic oak barrels where wine can pick up those deep woody notes. The winemakers are blending, tasting, tweaking, kind of like a DJ mixing beats until they find the perfect vibe for each bottle. Once those flavors are locked in, there's a bit of final magic, maybe some filtering, or not, if you like your wine a little rough and tumble. Some wines get bottled as pure as possible, sediment and all, because realness is in right now. It's wild. In just 1 year, California producers harvested over 6 million tons of grapes. That's a lot of juice. And about $5.4 billion in wine sales. But, for all the romance of winemaking, it's hard, gritty work. This is a team effort. Generations of families, innovative winemakers, and, surprise, super smart tech, which is exactly where we, here at Farmonaut, step in. So, quick story. Imagine being a vineyard manager, trying to keep an eye on thousands of acres and not missing a single sick vine, overwatered spot, or nutrient issue. You'd basically need superhero powers, right? Well, turns out, satellites and AI are kinda like that. With Farmonaut, growers get a real-time bird's-eye view of their vineyards, satellite style. We serve up color-coded maps that show which patches of vines need more water, which ones are stressed, or even where pests might be kicking off a grape emergency. Our platform crunches data super fast, flags trouble before it gets out of hand, and even helps pick the best day to harvest. All from your phone or laptop. No judgment on your tech skills. Over 200,000 farmers in 50-plus countries are already using these tools, and honestly, it's like bringing a little sci-fi into the vineyard. Our Jeevan AI system goes beyond just spotting stressed vines. It gives custom advice, right when and where it's needed, on stuff like fertilizing, watering, and pest control. If you're a California winemaker using Farmonaut, you're basically turning your vineyard into a smart, sustainable powerhouse. You care about every single vine, but you don't have to micromanage acre by acre. Whether you're running cozy boutique plots or massive, legendary estates, Farmonaut helps you boost yield, save water, dodge disaster, and make sure every grape gets its star moment. Plus, with all this data-driven superpower, you can predict your yield and compare your performance year after year, making it way easier to keep up with all the twists and turns climate throws your way. And with features like field boundaries, moisture tracking, and handy APIs, we make it affordable and super easy, no tech PhD required. So, next time you're sipping that Cali Chardonnay or a bold Napa Cab, just know, behind every bottle is not just sun and soil, but a community obsessed with getting it right. It's farmers, families, science, tech, and yes, a little bit of Farmonaut magic. Here's to California's vineyards, the dreamers, the doers, and the vines that make it all possible. Cheers.